to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Omar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in London, Anthony Yarde's hometown, a bit different to his last world title fight in Eubank in Russia, Frank. Won't be needing judges this weekend, surely. Someone's getting knocked out.
You look at their records, you look at the KO ratio, I mean, I would have to agree with you. You know, Beterbiev, he's 18 fights, 18 knockouts. As a world champion, he's got the most perfect record. And then Anthony, as you know, he's a tremendous knockout artist himself. So you can expect some serious fireworks on the night.
He's in the pound-for-pound list after Beterbiev. Are the nerves starting to kick in, Frank?
What, for me? Yeah. No, no nerves. I've got a lot of belief in Anthony. Look, he is an underdog. I'll get that. I'll get the odds. But so was Joe Calzaghe when he fought Jeff Lacey. So was Oliver McCall when he fought Frank Bruno. So was Ricky Hatton when he fought Costa Tszyu, who was pound for pound #1. They're there to be beaten. You know, I'm hoping this guy, you know, he turned pro fairly late after his an outstanding amateur career. He's 38 years of age. I want my man to be out there. I want Anthony to be there. You know, I want to get his hands up. I want him to work behind the jab and force the pace. And if he does that, I don't want him loading up, looking to throw bums. I want it to just come naturally, just work off that jab, keep moving. And I generally think he can pull it off.
If he does, is it going to be even more satisfying, the fact that the public, boxing fans are writing him off?
Yeah, but Liam Smith was written off last week by the bookmakers and everybody, except for me, I know that, and maybe a few other people. But, you know, if there weren't, you know, upsets are there to happen. Otherwise, the word wouldn't be in the dictionary, would it? It's what it is. And if it's yet another upset, fantastic for our man. I mean, he deserves it. He's been. When you look at the limited background he's had, an amateur record compared with the other guy, and what he's achieved as a pro. You know, he went to Russia, as you mentioned earlier. He's done everything that's been asked of him, even during the difficult times, and even when he had that. You know, when he had that loss against Lyndon Arthur and come back and emphatically showed where he was at. I genuinely believe that he can pull this off.
And of course, you want your man, Anthony, to do the business weekend. But aside from that, we've got two of the most brutal punches in the sport. So from a TV perspective, the fans are going to come to Wembley Arena. It's an exciting night for them.
It's going to be very exciting. It will be. It will be exciting. Somebody's going to go, that's for sure.
Expecting a massive rating on BT Sport?
Yeah, I would hope so. It's had great promotion, and it's there for the subscribers to watch. And look, a fight like this should get massive ratings. Whoever's ever promoted it.
I've been told by your son Francis Warren that Moses Itauma will be just on before the main event. So fans are in for a treat for his professional debut on that one.
Yeah, he's making his pro debut, and I'm very excited about it. He's a precocious talent. He, as an amateur, has done everything that's been asked of him. And, you know, was it last year he won both the European and the World Championships, which is a bit of a feat. The European, he knocks everybody out in the first round. He's a tremendous prospect. There's no doubt about that. And he's got a lot of self-belief, just turned 18. And I think he's going to be a great addition to the heavyweight scene.
Of course, his brother Karol going for his first title on the card as well.
Well, he comes from a tremendous amateur background. He won the youth gold medal in the Olympic Games. Fabulous prospect. And I thought his last fight out, I thought he boxed really well. He showed a real good composure in the way he went about his business. I'm really pleased. And this is a step up again for him, but I hope he comes through. And we'll put him in some very, very big fights this year.
Frank, just to go back to last weekend, not the fact that Liam Smith won, because you did predict that, but what did you make of the fact that Eubank Jr, it seems like his punch resistance, his chin has gone from that knockout loss?
Not so much his punch. I mean, it's the way he went about it. Look, he had to make that boil down to make that ridiculous weight in the for the fight that got Conor Ben, which got, you know, obviously fell apart for the reasons that we all know. But irrespective of that, Liam's fought at a higher level. Former world champion and fought at a much higher level. He won the world title with me, and he fought and when you look at it, he's been in with the likes of Canelo. So he was never going to be phased about fighting Eubank Jr. And as I said in our last interview, he's been touted as this prospect for God knows how many years. He's 33 years of age, and he'd done the business, Liam. He'd done a job on him.
There is a rematch clause in place if Junior wants to activate it. If you were advising him, promoting him, would you advise him to take that, Frank?
Well, I don't know what they got to pay him for the rematch. I understand it's a lot of money. I don't know. I'm hearing big numbers, and I'm sure for that type of money he will do the rematch. But whether that will be a problem, because I don't see the result of a second fight any different. Not at all. I think I don't know where he goes. I mean, I don't know where he goes at the age and the emphatic way he was defeated.
Well, his rival, Billy Joe Saunders, I interviewed him on the weekend and he said that he's finished. He believes he's done. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think anybody who fights him now will put it on him. I mean, I never thought he was there in the first place. I've never been a fan. I'm not being disrespectful to him. He's never done it for me. Even when Billy fought him, Billy went in there and he weren't well for that fight, but he went forward with it, kept it from us, and he went forward with it. And all that nonsense about he won the 6 rounds and he won the next 6 rounds, Eubank, that didn't happen. You go and watch that fight back. He must have won at least 9 of the rounds, Billy Joe. And that's when he was a younger fighter. As he's gone on, he's not come any further forward from me as a fighter.
Just to close off, please, Frank, just want updates on the Fury brothers. So we'll start with Tyson. Alexander Usyk put out a statement, Frank, where it was suggesting that Tyson's asking for a different split, or there's been an argument about the money side of things. Can you give me an update, please?
I'm not going into anything about that until the fight's made. We're very close to getting it over the line, and I don't want to say anything that's going to cause controversy and stop it from happening.
Okay. Still waiting on offers from the Middle East and Saudi Arabia?
I'm not even going to go there at the moment. I'm not being disrespectful. It's just, I want to get this fight done, and I ain't going to get it done by going public with how to what things have been said behind the scenes.
No, I appreciate that. As fans, we don't want the noise that could potentially block it, but you understand I've got to ask these questions as well. People want to know.
Of course I do. I'm not even knocking you. That's your job.
And Tommy Fury, Jake Paul, we any closer?
Same position. I don't think we're far off from that. I think everybody's going to be pleased with the outcome.
Okay, Frank, a final message to the nation who'll be tuning into BT Sport. Can he do it, your man?
Listen, this is going to be an out-and-out shootout between two massive punchers. Do not blink, watch it, and I'm sure our man Anthony Yarde will come through.
Hopefully from a British point of view and the new. Frank Warren, thank you very much for your time.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife for saying completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.